Sick.
Oh, it's 8 on the nose.
Oh, damn, we did it.
I don't know how that worked out.
You can tell I got my shirt off. The weather's nice, dude. I turned the heat off in the house.
Probably shouldn't have any windows. Oh, you do have a window open.
I got one there. I got one next to you open. I got one in the back open. I'm fucking breathing in as much corona as this house will filter in.
Have you even been outside today?
Yeah, I touched a dead squirrel.
Oh, hey. That's always fun.
Okay, what up, 3 viewers? It drowned in a garbage can full of water next to the shed.
Did it really? Oh, shit. I can't believe it didn't make it out. No, down to 2 viewers. What the fuck?
People don't know what they want to watch.
Yeah.
They don't know what they want to watch.
Josh Vaughn, what up?
You got a water for the show, fellas?
Oh, I need another one on those.
Huh?
I need another one. This one's almost gone. Oh, what do we got going on here? Shit, everybody's fucking showing up. We're at 10 already.
We're at 10? Okay,
We got Cass, we got Rob, Black Dragon Lord,
Telling.
Mrs. Flannel, and Captain Jerk. Whoop whoop.
Wow.
Is there anybody I was missing there?
Hoot hoot. Bring back that love and feeling.
Show me. Bring back that love.
We were at 10. Do we just start? I'm done.
I guess I started singing and we dropped one.
Whoa, that love and feeling. Bring back, put your hands in there. That love and feeling, now it's gone. Gone, gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I totally threw off my fucking rhythm.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I was really working my wrists, but not my fingers, and my fingers were, it didn't feel natural. Oh no, we gotta do the thing with the other thing, right? We'll get there.
There we are.
That's right. Fuck you, Brooklyn Menace, and to everybody else, what's up? You're watching another episode of Positive Vibes Live! The windows are open. I just gotta tell you right out of the gate, the camera's really throwing my non-existent OCD off. It's just, I'm looking at it and I'm like, dude.
That's
Who
alright.
trying to get fingered?
I heard you are, KJ Riddle. Iceman's already been fingered, you can tell by the stain on his shirt.
Yeah, right? I guess I should have changed after work today. I wore the grubbiest clothes I could to work today.
Juggalo scrub style, right?
That's right. It's not like I have to see anybody. I'm all alone sitting in a warehouse.
Like that Green Day song?
Yeah.
I was alone. No one was looking.
At least I hope not.
I was thinking of you. Oh yeah, did I mention?
Hell yay.
I was all by myself. All by myself. Sorry, okay.
That's okay.
I just want to do dabs. I don't know what to talk about.
All by myself.
Yeah, all by myself. I went to your house.
You
I went up the
re-encouraged
stairs. I went into your room. I was all by myself. Remember, we had such wonderful times.
Secret
Now I'm all by
song.
myself.
That hurts, man.
All by myself. It's a Green Day song. I'm nailing it, by the way. Dead on perfect. Oh, did I not throw the dab tool?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Smushed my
boy.
right ball last night trying to cross my legs. Now it's sore as fuck.
That sucks.
You know how
You know,
you fix that?
your nose, your ears, and your ball sack keep growing as you get older, and that's why you sit on your balls and shit.
Is that why that happens?
Well, it's a lot of fucking, like, don't you find that your balls
I
drop
guess, yeah.
They're stretched,
I
titties got
scoot to
stretch
see
marks,
you, I
right?
feel
Big
like
titties
I
got
haven't
stretch
seen
marks,
an episode
big
of
balls,
Gravity
stretch
takes
nuts.
over.
Why I think they call Shaggy Two Dope stretch nuts.
All right.
Nuts will fucking stretch them back and fucking plant 'em in
KJ,
your
what
mouth.
up, though? Good to see you out in the chat. I haven't seen you out here in a bit, I don't think.
Who?
Peggy, we've been
Guys,
looking for you. I don't know if it's
with
Peggy's
clenched
boyfriend or if it's the
teeth.
actual Peggy right now.
Thumbs up
But Peggy's
sign.
been like fucking
Smiling
dead.
She was
face
on
with
last week.
sunglasses.
I think it's Peggy's boyfriend under the
Thumbs
Peggy
up
account on
sign.
Positive Vibes
Did
because she's
anyone
like,
else see
yeah,
who
she's
tried
dead,
to
dude.
start
She's
shit?
dead.
Barry done
Peggy's dead. Oh no!
Peggy.
She hasn't been on
So
Discord in a
worried
while.
about
No.
you.
She hasn't been
Peggy.
doing nothing. Yeah, Mrs. Flannel.
Peggy, is that you?
Peggy, is that the real
I
you?
guess there's no way of telling. Anybody could just say yes.
Yeah, anybody could make a Peggy account. Well, we hope that it's not a troll. And we hope that the real Peggy, if you're out there, we hope you're alright. Dude, the camera's killing me. The camera's fucking
something
killing me. I
about
can't.
it.
We don't have time for that shit. I'm gonna do a dab and try to forget about it.
That's not gonna help.
So you haven't been working?
Fuck
You going to your job?
Working a little
Yes,
bit.
You go every day?
Yeah, basically.
Before the quarantine,
Clenched
before the
teeth.
quarantine happened,
Thumbs
how
up
many hours a
sign.
day did you work?
I was basically working 9 to 5, if not more.
40-hour weeks.
Pretty much, yeah.
And now how many hours a week have you been working on average since
Well,
you've been on quarantine?
This week I've gotten, let's say, Wednesday, so
Peggy.
4.5 today, 3 yesterday, and 3.5 the day before, so that's 7, 11, 12. 12 hours so far this week in 3 days.
Damn.
But
To your
my boss
channel
took
tagline.
the Canadian Emergency Worker
Miss
Subsidy
Jen.
Plan, which
What a
means that the
shitpiece.
government is paying them 75% of my wage.
And how much of that
my full
75% do you get?
Well, I get it all. And then they tacked on an extra 10% themselves. So I'm getting 85% of my regular wage.
How
but
much?
they go 85%, but they go by this time last year, whatever.
So
I
you're
made
working
in
less
April
hours
last
and
year.
making less money?
No, I'm making. Well, no. Well, yeah, I'm making less money, obviously.
Like 85% of your normal wage?
Yep. Well, 85% of what I made last April.
Iceman's shirt looks like it's covered in sweat stains.
Nah, man.
Ooh.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, this is my grub clothes.
I
Fucking
want to dab
jogging
with
pants.
you guys. I meant Thomas's flannel grinning face with clenched teeth.
Ooh!
Thumbs up sign. LOL at
How you feeling
KJ
there?
grinning face
Little
with
dry lung?
squinting eyes.
Are these good dabs?
Thumbs
Good
up
tasting
sign.
dabs?
Yeah. I actually grabbed the good tasting ones. I left the burnt ones for myself. I've been taking one for the team.
You're a good man.
Yeah, that means you gotta serve yourself.
Not now, but when Corona is over.
Okay,
Thumbs
well, I
up
guess never
sign.
then.
Yeah, that's. This is our life now, dude. It's all about quarantine.
When it comes to this Agenda 21, and I'm like avoiding a lot of coronavirus
mug.
news because
Hand making
even though
the
people are
sign
getting
with the
sick,
horns.
I'm looking at a bigger
Dear
picture.
mug. Hand
I'm looking at a
making
bigger
the
picture, I
sign with
think.
the horns.
And this is not the one that's going to start. This is
Thumbs
just
up
starting a
sign.
reformation of society.
This is part of the conditioning.
Yeah. People are dying, but people die from the flu every year. It's no disrespect to the people that are potentially suffering with actual sicknesses. You know, I got my boy Ross TV right now in a fucking hospital, pushing fucking people all over that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ross is
He's on the
cast
front
two,
lines.
cast two,
Yep.
front lines. You know, I ain't fucking ignorant about it, man. You know, my friends are out there in the front lines, I guess people are calling it, doing that essential work, you know?
I still have you.
Peggy, come back to Discord and live streams, please.
I do want to mention, though, that at least you were ahead of the curve.
Damn it.
With what? Always getting sick?
No, fucking isolating yourself long before we had to isolate ourselves.
Oh, yeah, dude, I dominated at that shit. I'm glad that I got sad, because I fucking...
Thumbs up.
I would have went
sign.
outside, I probably would have got sick as fuck. I haven't done much since Ballas,
No.
you know? Oh, did you hear... Oh, I was saying earlier, I got off this topic real fast. I like when it comes to unimportant things that I don't give a fuck about, I'm usually a headline news reader. But when it comes to things that I do have an interest in, like I will read up about it.
Ross
I
is
did
the
not
man.
read up about China talking about lifting their ban after 76 days
Yeah.
of coronavirus pandemic. People are allowed to move around
Mel
again.
Gibson
It's been
style.
76
Kinda
days.
surprised.
Scotch is definitely not happening this year.
I mean, Jello
Style.
onions. I think that that's a right thing, but also I don't want to agree.
He wants to keep his hopes up.
I don't want to hear anything negative. Like I'm not censoring you. I'm just saying I don't want to hear anything negative about it until the
I
official
still have
announcement.
my Discord, but my live stream I got into trouble with confused face.
What happened? Did you
Such a
play some fucking?
virtual gathering?
Did you get porn bombed, Peggy?
Were you showing your tits on cam? Live?
Also, come back to Discord then if you still have Discord. And just because you can't live stream from your channel, maybe, that doesn't mean that you can't get on other people's shit and join shows and shit.
Yeah.
You can still
where
do
the hell
that.
You been?
Peggy, you're coming at me with a lot of excuses right now, and I don't want to hear it, okay? Get the fuck on the internet, and that's it.
I think she only gave you one excuse.
So today, I fucking went outside. It was so nice out.
Fucking gorgeous today.
I only went outside for like 20 minutes, and I had like these garbage pails full of leaves next to the shed for like a year. And I went out there and started looking at them and fucking with them. We pulled them up into the driveway today to take them out to the road. A squirrel died. A squirrel. I saw a squirrel in a garbage can full of water.
So you're setting squirrel traps.
Well, I dumped the water out and I filtered the squirrel through a seal test milk crate.
Yeah.
Ice should start a mukbang channel.
Rude Boy said it's all a go and being prepared for on their end. How can they say it's all a go, though? I mean, we don't know what's going to happen in the next...
As far as they know,
Okay.
it's still all a go. They don't have anything canceling them yet. Is my takeaway from...
Yeah, I
What's
guess.
gonna happen when gathering is cancelled?
Well, when the gathering's canceled, I know personally I'm going to be pretty fucking upset. It's like,
I just figured it out.
Exactly.
I live for the gathering.
Fucking ICP released this virus because they didn't want to keep doing the gathering. They're like, this is how we can stop.
Fuck it,
Remember
no.
last year, everybody's like, this is the last one. There's going to be no
Parking
more.
lot party.
That's retarded. Well, let's just change topics altogether from whatever we were just talking about. The ICP, to my understanding,
We are
basically
going to
said,
have
fuck
late
Cameo,
stock of gatherers
and now they're
canceled.
doing their own cameos.
Iceman, where is
Yeah.
Gizmo? I
And it
don't
doesn't even
see
make
him
sense what they're
looking there.
doing, man. They got this
If
they got
the
this new
gathering is
website,
canceled, I'm still
customclownclips.com,
Bloodcast
and you
off.
go to it, and then it's Jay and Shaggy. They put a commercial out for it today. You can watch it if you wanted. But basically, it's custom clown clips. It's fucking Cameo, but just the ICP. So you can pay for, hear me very carefully.
Okay.
I might be embellishing some of the numbers, but not really. You can pay, I know for a fact, you can pay $75 for a Violent J or a Shaggy 2-Dope custom clown clip. I'm sure I'm just going to keep calling them cameos now. Okay? So you get a J or Shaggy cameo for $75, but if you want the Insane Clown Posse, it's only $175.
Is that all?
You don't even get a discount for the second clown. You pay more.
What the fuck?
And so, you know what I should do? Here's one. You should just write your fucking cameo, have them say, okay, I only want you to say these things, that's it. And then have Jay say a bunch of shit, have Shaggy say a bunch of shit, splice them together. 150, y'all! 150!
Now you're talking.
But yeah, so you can get Jay or Shaggy for 75, you get the clowns for 175. And then, like, back in the day... back in the day, they had like other characters. Like, do you even remember watching those Stranglemania VHS cassettes?
So vaguely.
Well, it was just Jay and Shaggy, but they used different names. There was Diamond Donovan Douglas. That was 3D. That was Shaggy's character. Violent J was 3D. Excuse me. And Shaggy 2 Dope was Handsome Hollywood Guistella or some shit, I don't remember, but better known as Guido. So for like, and I'm pretty sure it was either 3 or 5, and at least 3 for sure, $300 to have them just call themselves.
Oh my god.
3D and fucking whatever the other guy's name is. I'm stoned. I should remember this, but I don't remember. Handsome Hollywood Guistella. Guido and 3D. Those are the two names I was racking my brain for. So you get a Guido and 3D cameo for like $300, and then they had like, they did big. At least they did the movie Big Money Hustlers, and then they did the Western one after that, Big Money Rustlers. Well, Violent J in those movies was Big Baby Sweets and Big Baby Chips, respectively, and whatever the Shaggy character names were. So you can have them dress up as those characters, $200. Yeah, dude, yeah.
How did they figure out this pricing
And they
scheme?
also got the Moon Glorious, a little bit about Moon Glorious?
Yep.
Moon Glorious, and also Florida Joe, which is another character that Jay portrayed. And they're like $200 also, dude. The fucking
down to do a
Holy
Bender
shit.
Boys gathering. Sugar Bear.
Diamond Dallas Donovan, yeah, whatever.
What's he doing going live when he should be here watching us? You ain't no juggalo.
Sugar Bear and whatever the other guys' names were. I don't care to remember them now. I would know them. I just
Why
don't feel
would
like thinking about it.
anyone pay for it?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Like, it seems fun. And Florida Joe, as far as Insane Clown Posse characters are concerned, he was in like 2 videos maybe that are like, for what it's worth, I would consider to be fairly obscure in the Juggalo community, because Florida Joe came from a fucking Shaggy show. Remember when I showed you some of those Shaggy shows?
Yeah.
And they were like, not the new shit, but
older stuff,
then it was like super pixel. That's exactly what it looked like in 1999 or 2000 when you were fucking downloading them on a 56K modem. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's where Florida Joe originated. And then he was also featured on Bizarre Bazaar somewhere. I don't remember where. Or some other album. I don't remember. Fuck you that I don't remember my ICP lore. I'm just fucking crazy about the fucking cost. But what I'm getting at is that the Florida Joe character, essentially, is only mumbles. He only mumbles. His character doesn't say words. The character only mumbles.
Like, there's really no words involved at all. It's just all.
Give me another beer.
Oh my god!
Like, seriously, I'm not really doing that bad of a job, I would say. And
What's up, fellas?
what up, Matthew Everhart? So yeah, so it's like, so that's the real deal. $200 to have a 40-year-old man paint himself up and fucking mumble at you, bro, for nostalgic purposes.
Mumble the words that you wanted him to say.
Is Moon Glorious on there?
Moon Glorious is on there, $200. You want me to talk about your
going back,
dick?
you said that the other ones from, I can't remember which names it was, were $300.
Yeah, 3D and Guido from the Stranglemania fucking VHS cassette. They were just the hosts.
Yeah.
And as far as that goes, there was only like 2 or 3 Stranglemania videos, that I would think that they would only reprise those roles as 3D and Guido, as the hosts of Stranglemania events.
Jeez.
And so...
I'm totally buying a Florida Joe 1. I love that fucking guaya.
Guaya.
So that's happening. They just complete... But one other thing is, you can make anything look like anything. I clicked on the order for the Violent J one, and the way that the screen popped up looked extremely similar to an order form screen for Cameo, but I didn't see any Cameo insignia. I didn't see any trademark Cameo at the bottom of the page. Nothing. It looks like they just cut out the middleman and fucking do their own shit now. Just give us the money. Send me that money. You know what I'm saying? They probably have to make up all the lost income from the tour. Yeah, it's a good fucking... I mean, like... Who's buying a $300... I mean, I'd throw in. I'll throw in. Throw in $20 on a group thing. Have everybody fucking pay a little bit and get them to show at the group. But like as an individual, I could never justify paying $200 or $300 for a fucking...
Not even the $175, like you said.
I paid $250 for the Carnival of Carnage show. That shit lasted like fucking 6 hours. I paid a $200 to go to the Gathering of the Juggalos entry ticket. And that shit lasted for 4 days.
Yeah.
We paid $200 for a fucking
to say my name SMA.
45 to minute and a half fucking...
Yeah.
And even if he did 2 or 5 minutes, I don't want to listen to Florida Joe ramble for 5 minutes. You know?
Rob does. He decided to stay home tonight with the kid. Some nights he just doesn't want to go out.
I mean, the Bender Boys have paid for cameos. You know?
Say my name, B-I-E-I-E.
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
Hell yeah, I do. They are only 60 seconds long tops. Handsome Harley Guastella.
Yeah.
Well, it took you long enough.
So that's happening. Fuck, we already killed half the show with fucking
shit, wow.
Killer Clown fucking cameo clips.
Well, we had other shit too.
And so yeah, man, $500 fucking to fucking blah blah blah. It's fucking retarded. But it's retarded, but I'll still support it, but not in its entirety. It'd have to be a group thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
then fucking how about this? Before they did Killer Clown clips or classic, whatever the fuck it's called. You know, Shaggy was on Cameo for a hot minute, and then he brought Jay onto Cameo, and now they're doing this shit. Ross paid $75 fucking to send me an invite from Shaggy to go to fucking Virginia where he lives, and so, like, it doesn't get, like, you know, juggalos, whatever. I mean, obviously things or whatever. It doesn't get much more expensive than that.
Yeah.
$75 I'm gonna pay to invite you to my house.
Over.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to, and I'm like, yep, we're going to do it. We started planning it. Coronavirus. Border shutdowns. Now we can't fly there. It's too late to take a flight. It's impossible. And I heard on the internet that they're going to shut all the plane services down soon.
Well, they're talking about shutting down the complete airspace over America and Canada.
I skipped the podcasts. I watched the shows.
They're talking about closing the airspace over all of North America except for cargo, government, and military.
Can't even leisurely fly the fuck away from here.
Yeah.
You're stuck.
Like, people were still allowed, as far as I know, to take their own private jets and stuff to places.
So you can't fly away. You can't fly away. You can't go to your cottage.
No, they don't want you going to the cottage. I heard them saying it again today. Do not go to your cottage the long weekend. That's not the thing to do.
Don't go this weekend. I mean, probably in general.
Yeah, well, in general.
But I was looking at the long term.
Well, there's that too. That was the.
I didn't even think about what Easter weekend.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about.
I didn't even think about that till he said it that way today. Yeah, but before they were talking about telling people don't just go to your cottages and stay there all summer. Because we want you where we can find you when it's time to corral you into the fucking pen.
It's.
Yeah, right? Look
heavy.
At the friggin' price of gas right now.
It's fucking heavy, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
I watched Shaggy and the Creek show the other day.
Then you got fucking Bill Gates trying to get us microchip.
Game, LOL, that was funny. LOL, grinning face.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that one? Yeah, he's trying to get us microchip.
This, I didn't see this. Milking a cow with Shaggy and the Creep.
Oh.
What were you saying?
I was saying, and then you got Bill Gates trying to get the governments to microchip us all now.
Oh yeah, world identity. Yeah, that's part of Agenda 21.
This one that he's proposing right now.
What up, North Gaming?
Isn't a whole identity thing that he's supposedly is only going to be for when you go to work, go to malls, restaurants, bars, that they can scan you to see if you have been recently vaccinated from the most recent thing or if you're immune from the most recent virus.
All right, let's move on from coronavirus. I hope it doesn't cancel the gathering. That's all I feel like saying about it tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, I will talk about it for just another second.
Okay.
I didn't put out any vlogs. I don't feel like I'm sitting here doing nothing like usual, which is the excuse I was fucking using to not make videos before. And now I'm doubling down on that excuse and saying I don't feel like fucking editing videos together right now, where I'm going fucking crazy all weekend about coronavirus and Agenda 21.
I thought you had one that was I can't remember what it was.
Coronavirus stuff.
Was it coronavirus stuff?
2 weeks ago, I shot a vlog.
When you went to the supermarket and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I went to Shoppers, I went to the supermarket, we went to the Walmart. It's fucking insane. What up, Gruff Man? Whoop, whoop. So yeah, that shit sucks.
It does. It really does.
It's like, editing videos and... I don't want to put out shitty videos about me complaining.
Like you, when I'm not working and if I'm not here, I'm basically at home. That's all I ever really do is sit around at home.
Miserable?
Well, no, I'm happy at home watching TV with my dog and my ferrets.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, the point I'm making here is that I'm happy to be a homebody. I fucking love it. But now that they're telling me I have to, it fucking sucks.
Right. And I relate. I'm going crazy right now that you said that. When I have weed, I'm straight. I got weed. I can exercise willpower and shit. It's fine. If I got a little bit of weed, I'm not going to smoke that right now because I know I'm going to want it more later. I'm just going to wait. You know what I'm saying? Even if it just coats the inside of my mouth with the flavor of smoke. Whatever. Trick myself, go like this. I don't give a shit.
Thumbs up, son.
But when I don't have weed, I'm pissed.
What's up, Peggy?
Because I'm not in control.
Yeah, you're right, because you just don't have it. It's not there.
I'm not in fucking control. Yeah, I'm stuck sitting in my house. I like sitting in my house and watching TV. But now that that's the only thing that I can do and I feel optionless,
but you can
I feel
still
powerless.
Get weed.
Well, I'm just using it as an example.
Oh, okay.
Of course I could still get weed.
Yeah.
They actually closed dispensaries, brick and mortar dispensaries, but they kept the online shit going.
Well, that
which is cool. Mima gets to keep
they're
working
allowing
because
deliveries from like the store in Windsor. As far as I know, they're allowing deliveries and curbside pickup for that also.
KJ, shut up.
No, this is better, dude.
Who?
This is real. This is real.
With clenched teeth.
Let's say we have a similar budget for the light show.
It's called dependency. The gov wants to be your everything.
Well, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that the government wants to be your everything. If they want to tell you what to do and tell you that you're free, you're not free.
There's a lot of shit wrong with that, though.
People don't... You gotta cut me off in a minute, okay? But people don't... A lot of people don't, open their eyes, you know what I mean? And they don't see, in America specifically, we got social insurance. But in America, it's social security. Yeah. It's the same thing. It is security for being within society. You work in this society and generate revenue for the society that we live in. And what is society? It's not just a made-up thing. It has a word for a fucking reason. The society that we live in is controlled by the government. And that's why there's welfare. Because the government wants to take care of... is required to take care of its people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why you get Social Security. Your social insurance number, your Social Security is your insurance or your security within the society that we live in. And that's why we have welfare and why you qualify for welfare when you don't have a job but you have a Social Security number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's fine that the government wants to control everybody. It sucks. I don't necessarily agree with it personally. But the government is designed to take care of the society that we are in. They run this society. They tell us what to do. That's what it is. That's what the law is. I mean, these people, these human beings that are like, well, they ain't moving me. It's like, good luck, bud. Good fucking luck. Please. You think your fucking one shotgun is going to have anything to do when these fucking guys roll up with SWATs and say, get the fuck out of your house? Like, I know I'm going crazy, but I'm just saying, back to the more normal sounding things. Your Social Security is exactly that. And that's like I always say all the time. Like, what is happening... Again, cut me off if I'm not making sense. But what is happy and sad? You know what I mean? It's a fucking roller coaster. It's an up and a down. And so what I'm saying is, how do we, as people that were born into this society, and the moment we are born, we are given a birth certificate. The certificate is defined as a document representing ownership.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Like, what is... Even if you get the certificate of being fucking best reader in grade 5 this week, you still have the ownership of that honor. Like, that's... You can't break down a fucking grade 5 reading certificate. It's the same thing as a birth certificate. It represents that of ownership. And when you sign that fucking birth certificate, you become chattel property of, like, a person is made, and you, the human being, represent that person, which is your cards and your identity. And every time you submit, put your belly up and submit and fill out an application, apply it, submit and apply. You know what I'm saying to you? People don't, to me, a lot of people don't look at it like that. And I see a lot of that shit from when I was going crazy like 10 years ago.
That's just it, though. I mean, you were researching all that free man on the land stuff, and a lot of people don't understand any of that at all.
I'll surmise it. I'll surmise it. So with the thing about, sorry to cut you off, but with the thing about the society is this: we were born. Our birth certificates gave us ownership as chattel. We are chattel property of the government. Now we are under the government's umbrella. We are a part of society. Our Social Security allows us to maintain a living in this society. Whatever. How do we know that this is good? How do we know that what we're doing and living in this society and working a job every day and paying your money, making money, paying tax, society? How do we know that society really is good? Do we know? Have you ever been out of society?
I've never been out of society.
You've never rebuked your social insurance number. You've never gotten rid of your birth certificate. You've never said, I don't want a job. I don't want welfare. I don't want the hospital to take care of me. I want to get the fuck out of here. I don't want this society. You know what I'm saying to you? That's what I'm saying. That's when I say there's going to be a reform of society with Agenda 21. That's what's going to happen. The government is going to be like, we are in place to take care of society. This is our society. We're taking care of it. Didn't the Toronto fucking mayor or whatever, not Ford, maybe Ford, put a thing and just signed in a bylaw? Well, if you go outside and you're caught within 6 feet of somebody, you can face up to a fine. Like, I'm all over the place, but it's all relevant. It's all relevant. And the real summation of what I'm saying is, I'll drink water and move on, is how do we know, this is what I've been saying the whole time, how do we know that this society that we are in is a benefit? Employment insurance benefits, health benefits. We don't know that those are benefits. They just call them benefits within the construct of this society. If we were outside of this society and we weren't entitled to any of these benefits, would we, like, you understand I'm just saying the same thing over and over again? We get these benefits, but we don't know that they're benefits because we don't know any better, because we only know this society. If we were to leave this society, that's what a lot of that free man stuff boiled down to. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't own me. You own this paper, and you own this birth certificate and this Social Security number, and that's a person that submits applications. I'm just like the face for that. I don't want these documents anymore. Why can't I cancel my membership? What if I don't want?
Really, why can't you?
What if
you can, but you have to jump through fucking hoops. And
they will never. The government, they will never give you an application to submit to leave society. You know what I mean? You have to do all of these things, that would be considered lawful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to get into that at all right now.
Yeah, that's too much.
But you can do things that could be like considered lawful that would potentially leave, like, get you out of society. I don't know the right word. I'm going crazy. You know me. But you could potentially leave society by filling out some documents and declaring some specific rights. And just like always having those documents on you, because what is society but a made-up system of documents and applications? You know what I mean? If you look at society as the actual human beings, you're looking at it all wrong. You know what I mean? The human beings are just the faces that handle the business of the society. Exactly. We move on from it.
Yeah.
But you don't know. Nobody knows whether or not living in this society is a benefit. Is unemployment insurance a benefit? Is healthcare? I'm sure it is.
Well,
I'm sure it is.
I mean,
I can't fucking pull my
consider that
camper.
a business.
I can't pull my camper out to the forest. Be not part of society. Like, legitimately, I do air quotes because I do that all the time, but legitimately do the things that you think are necessary to consider yourself to be out of this society, right? Now I'm going to take my camper, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I got to cut wood every day to stay fucking warm. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Hunting.
Caveman shit. Yeah. So I cut my fucking thumb off. I'm got to cauterize my fucking thumb. You know what I mean? I'm not driving back to Toronto to get my thumb sewn on because I'm not part of society. I can't produce a health card. I can't drive on a road. Because I can't operate an automobile on a public highway because I can't drive. I can't act in the capacity as a driver because I don't have my driver's license. Just like I can't be a hunter without my hunter's license, and I can't be a fisher. Same thing. There are licenses that the society that we live in makes the adult, the human being, a child in the eyes of the government because you have to ask for the cookie. You have to ask for the cookie. The adult takes the cookie and the child asks for permission. I have to ask to drive. I have to show that I'm capable to drive. Using the word drive because they are drivers. That's what about changing words and don't use words within the constructs of the law? What if I want to operate a personal conveyance? What if I just want to operate my personal conveyance? Who are you to tell me that I can't operate my personal conveyance? It's a big thing, but just using different words that these words aren't in your law books or on, like, these aren't words that are used, and, you're not going to see operating a personal conveyance anywhere within the bylaws of the Ontario Traffic Act.
I want
you know
to
what I'm saying?
Operate my own Peter.
So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, we ask for permission in this society for everything. Everything. You can't even go to Canadian Tire nowadays without having to give them your phone number so you can get points that you don't give a fuck about.
Email address.
And I'm like, I don't want to give that. I don't want to give that. They're like, well, we need something. And I'm like, this is stupid. Every time I go to a store, they want to gather my information. They're tracking me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not trying to sound paranoid now. I don't feel paranoid. No. I'm just saying, like, everything that I'm saying is all real logical shit. And it all, again, boils down to me saying for the 10th time, like, we don't know that we're living in anything that is beneficial to us. I'm sure we are. We go to supermarkets. We got hospitals. We have law enforcement. We have people that come and take care of our fire. If our sewer gets clogged, they come and take care of that. There's always a they to come and assist because the government is designed to take care of
our people.
Yeah.
The people within our society.
How shit works in society. Try using your knowledge to take advantage instead of trying to change it.
Exactly. Well, I don't have any interest in trying to change anything. I'm just talking about today. I'm like up and down with it, different levels. But ultimately, for the 11th time, I'm just saying, like, Social Security. It is security within the society that we live in. Well, they ain't taking my blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they are, dude, because you're their fucking child. It doesn't matter if you worked for it for a decade or if it's been in your family for a century. You know what I mean? Property tax. Like, why do you have to pay tax on something that you own?
Yeah.
You don't own it, Anyway, enough. But society society. Why are we talking about it? Probably can't remember.
It started off just with microchipping and shit.
Whatever. We don't know that. We don't know that we're in a benefit. We don't know that this is a benefit to us.
But I disagree with that because, like I said, when you look at other countries and what they deal with,
their society,
we obviously have a beneficial society.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
By those standards, we do.
I'm not trying to open my mouth and insert my foot by saying that you're right. I'm saying that truly, I don't know. I will agree with you that by comparison to other societies, I'll agree with you that we have a very beneficial society for our people. But even when you say bad societies, I just think of classic I'll probably sound ignorant saying this, I don't know, but Ethiopia, right? Third world country, people are dying in Ethiopia, starving kids and shit. They still have a society. They still have a government. That the society sucks there, but it's still maybe Ethiopia might be a bad example because I'm not educated well in worldly knowledge. But I would think that they probably don't have social security numbers.
I would,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine. I don't know.
And then even then, you know what I mean? Those guys are probably fucking killing it. How many other than just always looking hungry? You always see those people living in mud huts. They're humble. They're fucking humble. And what are we? Miserable. Constantly. Oh, God, I feel so miserable today. Well, I better get out of bed and do the exact same thing that I did yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Indoctrinated into a society that just values work, And I feel like a lot of people... Only people that work, that look down on people that don't work, are just people that are they don't get it. They don't get it,
Us in a flat earth assimilation run by lizard people and Hillary Clinton.
Money is slavery. Yeah, money is debt. That's why it's called a debt note. It is a note of debt, and now here, take debt. You're working for debt. Why do I have to work for the money debt? Why do I have to work for debt? If everybody paid their debts, there would be no money because everybody's debt would be paid.
Yeah,
which is impossible because I was explaining the concept. You're not retarded, but I was explaining the concept of interest to you in very simple fucking terms the other day, which was if I'm the bank and you're the only person on earth and you want to borrow all the money in the world, $100, and I give you the $100, and I say, okay, here's the $100, but I need interest. I need $110 back. Where do you get the $10?
Yeah.
You don't. The money is tacked on. The interest comes from nowhere. I make the money. I gave you all the money, and now I want you to give me more money back. You don't get to make money. So that's how interest works. That's how huge national debt works. And instead of smaller, credit card debts that we're suffering from, you think of billions and trillions of dollars of national debt. How do we pay that back? We'll never pay it back. And then guess what? You don't pay your fucking bill, the debt compacts. You know what I'm saying? Now you have more fucking interest because you didn't pay the first bit of interest.
You pay the principal.
He's definitely not gonna read it, spooky. What up, chaos?
Read my super chat? You made a super chat? Let me check it. So yeah, anyway, I think about it often enough that it gets me fired up, and I'm retarded. I'm retarded, but I don't feel like I've been illogical today with anything that I've said.
I don't think so, no.
You know what I mean? I just feel like a lot of people never really have had the opportunity maybe to be presented to look. I'm not any hierarchy here. I'm retarded. Okay? But
just glad it's my Friday. Saying hi before getting the StreamYard set up for my interview. Hey, Peggers.
Hey, what up? I'm gonna come on that show later.
15 minutes.
This isn't very positive. Make positive vibes great again. Yay, it's called...
It is. It's called fucking check out what's happening in real life.
The paper money is worth nothing and is not backed by anything.
Fiat currency.
Boy. Grinning face with clenched teeth. Thumbs up sign. We went off the gold standard a long time ago. I don't care too much.
Spooky Tuesday with the $2 super chat. He says, I 100% agree with everything you're saying, Not Slim One. And I'll tell you this right now. Nobody ever agrees with me, bro. That's awesome. Like, I'm making sense.
Not 100%.
He says 100% agree.
That's what got me. I mean, I'll agree with you maybe up to 65, 70%.
We're on the same level. But yeah, all I'm saying is, and as I was saying all of that earlier, I'll stay on the topic for a few moments. Do we know that we're happy here in this beneficial society, that it benefits us?
We only know what we were taught as being happy.
I bet you would be fucking humble if you didn't have a fucking internet connection and you were hanging out with an actual hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ever watch TV and see those people that do those things? They're always humble. Do you ever see, like, other than Amish people doing, like, Rumspringer and shit like that, do you ever see, like, that? Like, no. They're not like, oh, damn, I wish I had Amazon right now. You know, they don't. They're like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen on the next episode of 60 Days In. They're like, no, I got to feed Jeremiah tonight. Oh, he's my pig because we're going to kill him because we need to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're good to go. Good to go.
They are.
We're indoctrinated. We're millennial shit. We're garbage people.
We're
you know what I mean? We are fully conditioned.
Yep.
Some of us have.
Starving people never troll anybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop talking and smoke a dab to that one, dude. Oh God, dude.
What are we helping Rob with?
Oh man.
I'm flipping your camper. Rob Bowling's gonna flip your camper.
Yo, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. I got the camper. I don't have water filtration. I don't have food. I don't have ammo. I don't have weapons. I don't have fuel. I'm gonna put that cocksucker on the thing and be like, well, you know what? It is the apocalypse, but let's throw the tent on. Let's throw the tent on the truck. Sure, that'd be good for fuel mileage. Yeah, where the fuck am I going to get in 4 hours? 4 hours a tank.
Not too far, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Not too far.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, just past Toronto.
That's yeah, what is it, 402?
If you're going that way.
Is it 402 that goes north?
407.
No. 407 or bust.
I don't know. 402, maybe it's 402.
407 or bust, but
407 is
going to northern Ontario. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, man, like, and the shit that I'm going crazy about right now, I'm not even talking about Agenda 21. I haven't even been talking about Agenda 21.
Really.
I've only been talking about the concept of the construct of society and being a modern day slave within it without even realizing it, because for the 12th time, how do we know? How do you know? You don't know. You never did it yourself. Yep. You don't know that you're better than them. You don't know that you can't learn to fucking whatever, You don't know what it's like to fucking live a life that isn't full of fucking bright blinking fucking propaganda, lights and internet. You don't know what it's like to fucking do anything for yourself. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you just don't know. You never had to fucking rely on any... You never had to rely on yourself because you're a slave to society, and the government is designed to take... You don't have a job? Unemployment. You don't want to work? Go on welfare. You'll get some money. It'll be shitty money, but the government's there to take care of you. That's what they're designed to do. And because they're designed to take care of you, they're also designed to make laws. And just because you work and you have a problem that I don't work and that I'm on welfare doesn't mean shit. Again, when they come up rolling and they want your shit, they're going to take it. Yeah. And that's Agenda 21 shit. They do it all Sustainable development. You can't have this house. This house here is only for me. Me and Mima. It's not like I got a bedroom in the back. How come I don't have two people living in the back? Sustainable development.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's economically greedy for me to have this place all to myself. And you have a house at least 3 times as big as mine, arguably. Twice.
I'd say twice.
Let's say twice.
Yeah, twice as big. Yep.
And what do you got? Fucking Dr. Doolittle. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Curb your enthusiasm. I think they're supposed to say enthusiasm.
Anyway, I got to do this dab to the comment
I'm pretty
about...
sure Hunger Games
What was it? Oh, starving people do
about
not
the
troll
future.
you. I got to do the dab to that. That's so fucking great. It's 8:50. Scrappy's doing a show tonight over on Tales from the Lotus podcast. I told him I was going to go over there and do that show with him. He says it starts at around 9 o'clock. And I think that he's like doing some interview or something with somebody.
Blink twice if you're being
But I told him I wanted to be on his show with him.
Crazy right now
Because he's done a couple and I haven't yet. And so go check out Tales from the Lotus podcast tonight. Some new Scrapping with Scrappy shit. It's going to pop off over there. That's it for the plug. Society, man. When I think about it, I go fucking crazy. And I spent a lot of time learning about that Freeman stuff. Were we hanging out then?
Yeah.
In 2012?
Just as you were getting out of it, basically. Yeah. But you showed me everything. Pretty sure. And didn't you have a friend who actually went through with it? For some time?
I knew a couple of guys that were trying to exercise some of their rights.
Move to the woods.
You want this? I'll finish this here. Excuse me. Yeah, move to the woods, but even then, if you get caught, you're on like crown land, so you're subject to laws because you're within society. Like,
but that's the other thing, though.
And you're not gonna find anywhere within the border that isn't crown land. So no matter where the fuck you go, you're never free because if law enforcement finds you anywhere in the country, they're gonna take you if they want and remove you from ending that you're a vagrant.
Yeah, I'll get you. Now on ECW
but even you know,
97.
just ending it all and moving up into the woods. At this point in my life, I definitely could not do that. I couldn't just start fucking over from scratch, build my own little cabin.
My hands are made of silk. My hands are made of fucking silk.
I work hard, but man, fuck, I could not live like that. I need to have my fucking TV at the end of the day to fall asleep to.
You think fucking moving a couch is gonna help you kill a bear?
No.
Exactly. Exactly.
You think it's gonna help me build a fucking cabin from scratch? No.
Exactly right.
I mean,
imagine if you build a cabin and it looked like a couch.
I would die doing it. I would end up dying.
A couch-shaped cabin.
There we go.
It's pretty hot.
Underground with the inner Earth, aliens, and Bigfoot.
Well, you know, if I had the money and the ability, I would definitely be interested in
living on the surface with us.
Even if I had to become an American citizen, I would definitely be interested in like purchasing a decommissioned missile silo. But like, I'll never get one of those. I'll never be able to live underground, so it is what it is.
You are my best.
You are my best, Golden Jennifer. Society, bro. Shit is fucking heavy, dude. These people don't get it. Social security. I got my social security. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Government's taking care of you.
And then like I don't collect Ontario Works right now, aka welfare. But like people that work jobs and then sit around and talk shit about people that don't work, that like don't have a job. And this isn't my opinion because I don't have a job. I've always had this opinion even when I did work. Well, my fucking tax dollars pay for you to sit around and not... Yeah, okay, good luck, bud. You probably are fucking making at least $1,200 every 2 weeks. Minimum wage is what, $14?
Yep.
I can't even do simple math. 400 and then 200 is $800. You're probably making at least $800-900 every 2 weeks on a full-time minimum wage job. Think minimum wage job motherfuckers are complaining about how they have to pay taxes and support people on welfare? No, they don't. It's the people that make money. It's the people that make money that do that. Being very, very stereotypical here, but again, quite logical nonetheless. And so what? You got these fucking jabronis that are getting paid, sitting around complaining. And it's like, bro, you know what you get on welfare out here? Like $600 a month.
Yeah, if you're lucky anymore.
You make less. I'm not on welfare. I would make less on welfare per month than what you make in a week with a full-time minimum wage job. And they're like, oh, blah, 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 blah. What about all the electricity that it takes to run all those fucking streetlights on the roads that you don't drive on? You don't drive on those roads. Is it okay that your taxes should be going to electricity to pay? I don't drive down on your fucking road. Why do my taxes have to go to electricity that your shit is fucking? I don't like that. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing. What, because I'm not a contributing member of society? I'm not contributing to the money debt, to the debt, and, you know? Because
No, I know.
People
anyways,
don't get.
I think we should wind that down now because we're down to the last 1 minute.
Okay, dude, it's easy for me to go fucking crazy about it. That's why I have no political agenda or opinion, because
when do you
it's questions, statements, no answers.
Yeah.
No answers. Every question that you have is a catalyst for 10 other topics and 10 other topics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It fragments out.
Well,
what is that?
Yeah,
thing?
because this is because of this and this and this.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Now you're not eating because you're like online, red-eyed. You're killing yourself
for the 37th hour straight,
and you'll never fucking produce anything.
Banters.
Blake Banters, that's a good one. That's a damn good one, dude.
That is.
Yo, keep that in your mind. I'll forget about it for sure. Definitely should fucking force that one into the show. I like green. Can I do the green color? When we do the banter? Should probably do the red because it's abrasive.
Yeah.
It's fucking... All right, man. Yo, that's dope, Josh. I love you, man. All right, we're going to wind that shit down, I guess. Thanks for listening to me go crazy. Fuck you to whoever said the one thing that made me comment on it, even if it was you.
I'm not even sure.
Whatever made me go off about it was somebody said something about ups and downs, and I think we were talking about like going outside. Staying in is fine because it's my choice. But now I'm being told I have to stay in. I'm not a child. The child asks for the cookie. Yeah. So, yeah, man. So all of this being inside shit is driving all of us crazy. And I've been going crazy with everything that I said to you. I didn't say anything about the coronavirus. I said virtually nothing about Agenda 21 tonight. And so everything that I've been on that shit for like a decade.
Yeah.
Plus. About 10 years. Maybe a little longer.
A little longer than 10. Yeah.
Dude.
That rant was, the first half of the show we were talking about the gathering and shit.
The rant was basically almost at least the last half of the show. All right, I'll play the outro, I guess. It's time. Well, have you any summation from my banter?
No. Really? I mean, we're fucked. We got what we got. This is what we got.
I'd like to go off about a ton of shit that doesn't make any sense. But everything I've said tonight is very clear-minded.
It was well researched, that's for sure.
Yeah, don't ask me for proof of my research. It's over a decade old.
You can find it on the internet.
But yeah, exactly. Just look into it.
The internet.
If you wanna look into conspiracy theories yourself and be like me, retarded, the two big ones that are on my mind at all times are right now, Agenda 21 for modern age, current stuff that's happening in the world. coronavirus, Event 201, all that stuff, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, all those things are one thing. And then for the society stuff, look into the free man movement, free man on the land movement. If you don't know, now you have stuff to think about.
Hey, you got lots of time to look it up now. We're all sitting at home.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I thought that having my camper was going to be safe, but when they shut down the alcohol and the fuel, when they shut down the fuel, but I get real paranoid about the apocalypse like that, but like, even though they want to enslave us and, Wildlands Project, I was talking to you about all that stuff. Sustainable development. When that stuff starts happening, it's Agenda 2030, right? They want to do it in the next 10 years.
Well, that was,
So why would you do something over the course of 10 years and then immediately, make apocalypse? I think we got years of fuel and shit to come.
Well, we do, but again, I believe it's starting now because they are conditioning us.
Exactly. Remember how bad it was with the coronavirus?
They can't just one day say, boom, this is it. This is what we're doing now. They can't do that because that
communism will take over. So will fascism.
Well, okay, but it'll be we're being conditioned into it over the next.
Oh yeah, modern day slavery, pure. Yeah, it's undiluted concentration. We're just gonna be fucking. Can't live in this house by yourself, dude. Multi-family houses.
Yeah.
And then with coronavirus, I'll say this last thing. The show's over. With coronavirus stuff. We've been having these conversations about putting my dad in a home. And he got approved for that shit. And I don't want it, but now it's like, what the fuck? Nudge him into death?
Yeah.
It seems so scary and emotional to me. But it's a conversation for another day. But yeah, that shit sucks.
That does. That does.
But besides ending on a sour note with my dad, I was just thinking about that shit. Everything that I said is the real deal today. We'll be back next Wednesday night at 8 p.m. with an all-new Positive Vibes Live. Me and the Iceman are going to do it. Maybe come stain shirt free. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
You never know with this guy. Last week it was PJs.
Okay, where's the controller? Here it is. Okay, we're done now. I got the controller in my hand. Come and watch the next one next week. And if you need some more live shit right now, go check out Tales from the Lotus podcast, Scrapping with Scrappy. Yo, that shit's about to pop off. Okay, anything?
That's it.
All right. Woo woo.
Rooster. Munger LOL.